Yes. Okay, there she goes. Ah, okay. Alright, King, let's go. No, okay. Hey, positive readers. It's Positive Writers today with another video. And
hi.
What's good with the King? I got King here right now. And we're going to be telling y'all all about episode 9 of season 1 of Naomi. We watched this episode together, and you know I do my recap and I do my rave, because I don't remember everything that happened in the episode, but I remember my favorite parts. And he definitely got some parts too that we both liked and we felt. And so we're going to talk about this, and y'all going to get our thoughts and feelings on this. Thank you to the beautiful commenter that I will leave it on the screen because you're amazing. That left me the comment about wanting to hear my thoughts about the rest of the season, because I definitely have something to say, even though I haven't been making videos. I really am enjoying this show, and it keeps getting better. And so I'm so excited to be talking about this right now. And so let's get right into it. But something that happened at the beginning that I loved is that it started right off with Naomi and Nathan, who, if you have been watching the rest of the season, they are together now, and I am so happy about that. I literally was manifesting in Jesus' name at the beginning of the show. They were going to be a thing again after they hinted that they had some history, and now they are a thing, and I am so happy about that. And they started off with them at the golf course, at like the mini golf course with their friends, and that was super fun, and that was great, and I loved them. Okay, so let's get into the bones of the episode. You know, if you watched this episode, it was really like this entire, what was it? It was a mystery, right?
Yeah, it was a mystery. Like, the girl, she already knew it, like, was an alien.
Yes. She knew there was an alien in the place, like, at the party. They were having a party.
I remember almost all of it because, like, I was, like, watching it, but I didn't watch the first episode. I was, like, so confused, and I, like, and then, like, Ben told me that, like, one of the, people that, like, they said in the show that, like, that one of the people or one of her friends or her boyfriend were like an alien, and they had to figure out, like, there was a mystery, like they couldn't even figure out who it was, so they had to I guess do something, and it was this weird part at the end. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah,
Let's just do the
Yeah, so that was crazy. He explained it perfectly, because I actually went back another episode, because that was started off my watch. I watched 2 episodes in one, and they kind of coincided, and so I will include both of those, because the entire, like, mystery of them finding an alien in this area was then dumbed down to this party, because they got this device that, like, showed them where aliens were at. And obviously we have the 3 aliens we know, Naomi, Dee, and Zumbato. And then we have this one alien, we don't know who this alien is. And so then is when they start the mystery where it is one of their friends. It's either Lourdes, Anthony, or Nathan. And it's so scary because they have to, like, figure out and try and pick up all these clues as to find out who the alien is. And it was so funny because, remember, they was at the table and they were doing like a truth or dare. No, they were doing like Never Have I Ever, when they put their hands up. And they were really just trying to, like, be really specific about it. And it was really funny at first because everybody was being dumb, because friends are really funny when it comes to that game anyway. But then they started being, like, really specific about, like, why were you on Naomi Street at night, you know? And it became something where it was like, why are y'all doing this? And it was super sad for me, because that was so sad, because Nathan specifically felt very, he felt very hurt by the fact that Naomi didn't trust that whatever he was doing was not something that he needs to tell her, and she was getting so mad about the fact that none of the people at the table she didn't feel like they were being honest about what they were doing, like, near her house 3 days ago, you know. And so she's upset that they're not telling her this. But we have to remember that she's only told one person willingly that she's an alien. Homeboy, Jacob, who's amazing, actually finds out, you know, just because it can't be helped, because she helps him with her powers, and then he finds out that she's an alien. And so, it's so funny to me that, and it wasn't funny, it actually was kind of pissing me off, that Naomi was actually this upset, you know, about her friends not telling her, you know, secrets about their lives, when she won't even tell them that really big one about her. You know, it's like she expects, you know, complete candid truth from them, and not complete candid truth, like she's not had that same standard for herself, because she's deemed it something that doesn't need to be told. And so I was like, you know, but okay, then they, like, had this whole, like, her and Nathan have, like, a fight, because Nathan's like, bro, you don't trust me, and she's like, not really, whatever. It's kind of sad, because basically he understands that she's not telling him everything either, because we know that her and her best friend, and then Jacob are, like, up in the room, like, talking about the alien, and Nathan, like, kind of intercepts, and then she literally does not tell him what she's doing, and he knows she's hiding something, and so they kind of part ways, annoyed at each other because Nathan's like, how can you not trust me and you don't even tell me everything? And so it was stupid. But there was this part at the end of the episode because basically their the parents decide that this is ridiculous. Zumbato and Dee arrive at the party. Like the alien dudes, they arrived at the party, remember? The dude in the suit and then the other dude. And so they at the party. And it was so funny because we know they're aliens. We know they're not like of this world, and so it was so funny like watching them at this party, especially Dee, because Zumbato, he understands, he like can act like a normal person. Yes, you definitely can.
And also, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up.
Amen. Give it a thumbs up, y'all. I appreciate that because I don't ever say it, but yes, he reminded y'all because I don't ever do. And so yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was really funny because Dee was like acting weird. And, you know, being a weirdo. And then, like, he ate the food and he, like, spit it out. It was really stupid. And so it was really funny watching him at the party. Because we know he's really here like a bodyguard for Naomi. Because they know that there's an alien at the party. But it's like, yo, like, he don't really want to be here. But anyway, they find out that this dude that is her dad's boss, you know, is like, he knows something. You know, that the military dude, he goes to see the homeboy first, and then he comes to the party after that. Like, he came to see me. Something's wrong.
Oh, no, he do that tried to
yes.
That tried to at the very end.
Yeah, the military dude, he started being weird. He
started being mean, like.
That's right, because he came to the party.
He started pissing people off.
That's right, he came to the party and started grilling the dad like, you doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so the dad's like, you're doing something wrong and you better chill out before I, you know, bust, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, okay, I'm going to leave this party or whatever. Naomi, by the way, is trying to find this solution for film pictures. Because apparently they find out Naomi is the main queen, the main girl who's the alien girl.
The very end, it was so sus.
Yes, because they were trying to find out who the alien was, and they figured out that they could find out because in film pictures, alien eyes glow blue, and so they go to the school. Like Naomi and Lourdes go to the school to find this solution in the dark room that's gonna let them see this, like, whoever's going, you know. And so they go, and so Naomi's not at the party, and neither are her parents, neither is her mom, and neither is Zumbato, because Zumbato and her mom went to clean up this evidence that the military dude had on Naomi, and Naomi and Lourdes are at the school to make sure they find the solution so they can see who this alien is.
And then this weird part happened, like when the queen, the main queen, when that one boy left, like the military or the one dude just came here, and then he started bugging, and then like she said do not mess with me, and then this weird thing happened. Like he just like straight up what happened is that she didn't use her powers, and also he was unconscious, like. And it was so weird. And then when he like fell down, we literally saw her fake parents standing right there with like blue eyes and with things in their hands. And that's what the weird part is, because how can her parents be even aliens?
Literally, like I was like, yo, who is it gonna be? Because they built up this whole episode being like, it's gonna be their friends, it's gonna be their friends. And I'm like expecting it to be Nathan, and I'm so scared because I can't like imagine him actually hiding that from her, you know, even though she's been hiding it from him too. I couldn't imagine that. And then we find out that he's actually just lying about asking her to prom, and it's really sad because he's hurt by that.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
And then at the very end, she's like, parents lie.
It's like, oh my gosh! Like, and so that's crazy. Like the fact that her adopted parents are literally aliens too, and like they've been lying. Oh, y'all, like it's just like, whoa. Like they were such baddies, and I was so proud of them, but I was also like, y'all been lying about this whole time?
Like, it was so unexpected. I was like, nah, it's not gonna be your parents all along, and then it's her parents.
Exactly. I mean, it was really crazy, and I mean, that was probably the best episode of the whole season so far. It was so good, and it was so mysterious, and I loved it so much, and I'm excited for the next one. I'm so glad you got to watch it with me, because that's my favorite thing about this show. That's my favorite thing about this show is the fact that it's so accessible to anyone. Like, I've heard, you know, people say that, you know, they're watching it with their moms and stuff like this, and like, literally I'm watching it with him, and it's like, you know, nothing's gonna happen in this show that's gonna be inappropriate for any age, really. Like, you could watch this at any age and be like, oh, okay, I get this. It's not inappropriate, you know, and I really love that, because I've been watching the CW for a minute, and just, I know of the shows that they put out. I used to watch TVD really, really young, And so it's like, that stuff is like super sus, you know, not really okay for a 14-year-old, definitely not for anybody younger than that. And it kind of takes away from the actual plot because you can't really watch this with anybody who might say something like about it, or who it might be too inappropriate to, you know, give it to. But this show is so fun, you know, it's so fun and so engaging, like the characters are so cool, and it's so crazy, like, oh my god, aliens, it's crazy. And it's really funny too, all without being inappropriate. And I just thought the CW really went off. I think that Ava DuVernay and RAVE, everybody at the RAVE team and at the CW really took care into making this show something that is so revolutionary because, you know, it's for teenagers, but it's so tame, and I really appreciate that aspect of it. And so this was fun. Like, I mean, that was a great episode. I'm super excited for the next one. Thank you again to that commenter because I love you so much, because I literally have not been making videos about this show since like episode 4 or 3, which I didn't really like that much and didn't have much to say about, and so that was why I kind of fell off, and then it just never got back on. But it's been like, there's been a hiatus. It's literally 9 episodes at this point, and so it's so funny that I'm back. And I'm glad it's been this episode, because this episode is a big plot twist. You know, it really sets the stage for the entire rest of the show, and so we're just super excited to watch the rest of it. Any last minute remarks?
And remember, if you like the video, subscribe.
Amen. Subscribe. We love y'all. God love y'all.
Down below, right on this video.
That's
You
right.
don't even have to scroll way down.
That's
it's
right.
Right near the box.
Amen. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen to the homeboy. I love y'all. We love y'all. God loves y'all. See y'all later with another video. Bye.
Bye.